Hey everyone, Kiwi Crypto Miner here. Been a long time since I've put out a video, just been really busy with work and family and all that. But yeah, I've finally got this video out. So this is Ergo and Kaspa dual mining on the 6000 series. So we're utilizing Team Red Miner 0.10.9. This is the flight sheet shown here. And you can pretty much see all the info in here. But just in case you want to see it in here, you can open this up. You can see I'm using R mode in there as well, although I'm unsure it actually has any difference. And we're using here a miner pool, but that doesn't matter too much. And this is the 6800 Sapphire Pulse model that I've currently got on here, but I've got the results for all of the 6000 series cards that I own, plus the 6800 XT, but that was on a older version, slightly older version, but I don't think there's been too much improvement since then. But yeah, these are the results that I achieved. In this column here we've got the Ergo hash rate, in this column here we've got the Kaspa hash rate, and then I've done a whole bunch of math in here to figure out how much power is being used on top of what would usually be used. So the way I've done this is I've just set the efficiency for Ergo to be 1.3. So 1.3 hash per watt, or sorry, mega hash per watt. If we come over to Ergo here, you can see the efficiency is between like 1.2 to 1.43. The higher of those being like the AMD cards. But I just went with 1.3. You can pretty much put whatever number in there that you like. Just choose an efficiency that you're happy with for Ergo. And then this is just kind of finding out how much power on top of that we would use to dual mine Kaspa as well. You could also switch this around and say like Kaspa uses this much, and then how much is Ergo using, but this is just the way that I've done it, and you'll come up with the same results if you just invert the calculation anyway. But yeah, essentially with this hash rate I'm saying this efficiency, so we're figuring out the wattage by saying the hash rate divided by the efficiency, which gives you how many watts are being used by that algorithm. And then we've got the total wattage at the wall, subtracting the system idle over here, so that's the total wattage column there. And then we determine how much is being used additional to what's being used for Ergo alone. So the total minus what Ergo is using equals how much we're using on top of that to mine Kaspa, to dual mine Kaspa. And then we take the Kaspa hash rate and that extra wattage to determine the efficiency of the Kaspa dual mining. And you can see the most efficient is the 6600 XT, second most 6700 XT, then the 6800 XT, and in last place for efficiency is the 6600. But really what we want to see is like compare it to other like just regular mining. So if we come over to the Kaspa column, we can have a look at the efficiency in here, and you can see the most efficient card is the 6600 XT at 9.15 hash per watt, and mega hash per watt. So if that's the most efficient we can get, 9.15, you pretty much want to be around that 9 mega hash per watt for Kaspa. So yeah, we've got just the 6600 and the 6700 XT that are around that same efficiency. So you're not gaining like any super efficiency or anything by dual mining. You're pretty much running both algorithms at similar efficiency to what they would run anyway if you were to mine them separately. The benefit is that you're mining them at the same time, and the system idle obviously will be less than if you were to run like a rig separately on each. So yeah, if you are profitable at the moment and you're wanting to dual mine Ergo and Kaspa, these 6000 series cards are good for that. You just have to make sure you obviously tune the rig as best as possible, and in line with that, I've obviously always got the settings that I use just here. So you can see the core clock, memory voltage, core voltage, memory controller voltage, memory voltage, memory voltage here, memory clock here. Sorry, it's getting confusing. So core clock here, core voltage, memory controller voltage, memory clock, memory voltage, and SoC VDD max. It seems like a confusing order, but that's actually how it shows up in here. So it goes core clock, core voltage, memory controller voltage, memory clock, memory voltage, and then finally SoC VDD max. So that's why it's in that order. That's the order that it shows up in here. Although, to be honest, I prefer this order that it shows up down here, when it just groups the three voltages together. But yeah, that's just the way I've done it. This is the miner screen for anyone who wants to see that. And I'll also mention, because the hash rate is quite variable and it pops up and down and whatnot, it's usually around where it is right now for this card, but occasionally it drops down and stuff. So what I've been doing is I'm just using these average ones. So you got the hash rate there and then the average hash rate. So right now it's 100.3, and the one down here for Kaspa is 319.5, and then you'll see it moves, so 100.3, 319.6, and I'm just kind of taking an average of the averages over time, until I get what I think is the actual average hash rate. So it's a little bit convoluted and a lot of time. I also waited until the rig had been up for a while before I took all the measurements, because right at the start it's a bit more variable. It can be a little bit more all over the place. So yeah, I kind of had to spend quite a lot of time on this video, really, waiting for a whole lot of averages and averages of averages. But I think I've got some pretty accurate numbers now. And yeah, you can see all the hash rates, all the efficiencies, all the settings that I've used. So you should be able to replicate this for all 4 of these, or 5 of these GPUs, if you wish to do so. And that's pretty much all I've got for this video. You can see everything that I used to get these results. You can see my driver versions down here. You can see my HiveOS version just here, and the miner version, obviously 0.10.9 of Team Red Miner. And that's all I've got to say in this video. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel, and have a great day. See ya.